Spruce Knob, Seneca Rocks recreation area, and they're like trying to tear me off the side of the mountain. And crap, what's that? Well, here I am again at the Spruce Knob, Seneca Rocks recreation area in the Monongahela National Forest. Getting ready to head up and finish what I didn't get done last time. As you can see, the weather is just gorgeous today compared to last time I was out here. It's sunny, it's bright. It's just beautiful. On the itinerary today, I'm actually starting in a different place. I am starting at the Spring Ridge parking area, and I'm going to come down this way. And then from here, I'm going to come up the Huckleberry Trail. I'm going to run up all the way to the top. I'm going up there. This trail's a little more up than the Swallow Rocks trail from the start. I mean, not too terrible, but it's also this wide, I think, service road for the forest. So it's not quite as intimate, but it's still very scenic. It's just gorgeous, as usual. Catchphrase of the year, maybe. Anyway. Onward. Well, it's kind of a view. It's one of those neat little tidbits you wouldn't get in the summer when all the leaves are filled in. But it does kind of feel like summer today. All bright and sunny. It's about 75 degrees. It's amazing. Loving it. Where it's snowy and 75. Isn't that a country song? I feel like it should be, or it could be at least. It's kind of cool. That's one of the reasons I brought my spikes again this time, because I figure maybe once I actually get up into the alpine-ish zone, up on the higher bits, there'll probably be a fair amount of snow left, maybe some ice, or just a lot of mud. So we'll find out. That there is the rare wild Bud Light can. Yeah, they're not often seen by people. Very, very elusive up here in the backcountry. Awesome, beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that shade of blue. It's amazing. Yeah. Good job, people. So disappointed in you. And this is how we do. Take it with me. Well, as you can see, finally I made it to the Allegheny Mountain Trail. It's looking like a total of over 3 miles, I think, to get this far. Yeah, not a bad walk. Definitely, they get most of the elevation out of the way on the Spring Ridge Trail, sort of right off the bat, as opposed to the Swallow Rock Trail that was a lot more gradual. But at this point, I've gone 3.3 miles, and I've climbed 1,385 feet. Not too shabby. About an hour and 20 minutes in. Now I'm gonna make sure I know where I'm going and head back down to the infamous Seneca Creek. Off we go. That is where I'm headed. That Nice big ridge right over there. I think roundabouts 3 more miles to the bottom, and then from there, another several miles to the top. We get to watch the sunset from the top of Spruce Knob today. I'm making pretty good time anyway, so pretty excited. There's also definitely going to be more snow up there from what I can tell going on here, where we have some pretty constant patches coming in and out, so fun. Awesome. Looks like we have a sign coming up. It's should be the Bear Hunter Trail, maybe, unless it's just a place marker. I feel like I've done the requisite 1.5 miles plus in between the last marker and this one. So let's see what we get. I do see a trail going down. Got a blaze on the tree. Yes, Bear Hunter Trail. So, in case you're not keeping up, I went south on the Allegheny Mountain Trail. So I get to the Bear Hunter. Reason being that I know that at the bottom of this trail at Seneca Creek there is a bridge, which is awesome. Not that walking through water would be really terrible today. It's so warm it almost sounds refreshing, but you know, easy. Doing things the easy way. Speaking of, out of water. So getting down here, which is another, I think, 1.5 miles, maybe a little less. Yeah, like getting down here, water's first priority. This is the best blaze ever. Hey, look at that, it practically dwarfs the tree. Just kidding, it's a tiny little stump. I thought it was funny. Alright, onward we go, into the trees. Man, I'm just loving the hillside over there, all covered in the, what is it, mountain laurel, or, I've been trying to think, honestly, of what the other one is, but I can't remember what the other plant like that is that grows in these areas. And yes, there's a very pretty, clear running, beautiful creek going on down there, and I could have stopped and gotten water, but I am pretty hell-bent on just drinking from Judy Springs, so I'm not dying of thirst. I mean, I ran out of water like maybe a mile ago, and I have a mile or less till I get down there, so not a big deal. Well, ladies and gents, this nice little juncture of all of the waterways is Seneca Creek. I am again here, although I'm a little farther north than I went last time, so I haven't been at this exact spot before, but across a log, doing some little thingies. Now, yeah, because we couldn't find the Bear Hunter Trail last time. Well, we didn't go nearly this far up. Now, walking upon this gorgeous little pond over here. All these waterways flowing into it. Oh, it's just awesome. The water's coming from everywhere, and this is a really cool effect. And then here we have the signs. Seneca Creek Trail with Bear Hunter Trail going north. We have the old version of the sign made out of wood. And Seneca Creek Trail is closed 5.5 miles that way at the National Forest boundary. Oh yes, and to top it off, we have this. Fancy a swim? Bet that water's freezing. Alright, up we go. So this is kind of awesome. We've got like a highway going on here on this part of the trail. So we have deer, we have, I think, raccoon, maybe opossum, maybe both. We have some human, and I think that's about it, but just the sheer number of footprints going up this little path. Just thought it was pretty cool. To the bridge! There it is. Bridge that we wish we would have known about last time. Seneca Creek. It's gorgeous. It's not quite as roaring as last time. It's actually kind of peaceful and very, very pretty. Guys, how you? Holy crap! What's that? Just kidding. It's Judy Springs. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous waterfall just splurging right at the side of the mountain there. Now, again, people say that they get away with drinking this unfiltered. Living on the edge. We'll see if I die. It looks clean. It smells clean. Just kidding. So far, so good. That was my getting water at Judy Springs. So what happened was we came down the Bear Hunter Trail. We crossed Seneca Creek, and I'm now heading up what is technically the Judy Springs Trail to the Horton / Huckleberry Trail. And from here, I think it's just basically up, and more up, all the way to the top today. Looks like I have pretty good odds too. That water was so good. Ice cold. Chugged a bunch and then refilled my bottle. We'll see if I suffer for it later. Alright. Moving on up. Hey, I remember this spot. Creek crossing, followed by, which last time I went all the way over there, but this time it's pretty shallow. So I'm going to try to not, woo, tippy rock. I'm going to try to not fall and die. There we go. So this is last time I was coming up this hill, and there was the creepy gate of doom. You know, going into the fog. Hadn't seen a blaze in a while, didn't know where we were. But this time, it's not creepy gate, it's nice, pleasant, sunny gate before the meadow up here. It's beautiful. And I should still, is the blaze still there? Yes, we still have the blaze on the other side. Good, good. Mud time. Looks like somebody's already been here. In the mud. I might camp here tonight. This meadow's way more stunning than last time. I'm about to take myself a little break, just drink some water, eat an energy bar or something. So I've been pushing pretty hard up these hills and need to check quick, but I'm pretty sure I'm over 7 miles in at this point. I only have a few more to go. I think my knees would like a breather. Oh, well, I'm 6.6 miles in. Not quite 7, but not bad. Over halfway at least. This is a nice little spot. I'm gonna chill right here for a minute and relax. Oh yeah. Having me some water and relaxation. Good times on the hill in the no longer spooky meadow. Well, goodbye Judy Springs Trail and the meadow. Hello Horton and Huckleberry Trail. Straight up now. Back up to the spruce and the rocks and the wind, maybe? Been a couple little breezes blowing through, but nothing crazy. It's been an amazing day. It's so warm, so sunny. Now I get to look at this the whole time. Behold, the sock. It's still there. On the sign. The eternal sock. On the sign. The sock. Alright, this starts the actual Huckleberry Trail. Headed up that way into the pines. Everything is so different when it's all dry and sunny, like all of that sort of like foggy, lush rainforest-like mystique is gone, but it's still gorgeous. I'm amazed at how much less pronounced the moss is now that everything's generally dried out. Also, the fact that I have dry feet still for like 7 some odd miles at this point, and that's pretty awesome. Dry feet. Makes for a good day. But yeah, up. Just up, all the time. Do you see what I see? I see spruce trees. Yeah, up, lots of rocks, up, and rocks, and yet, here I am, made it up to the alpine-ish, subalpine, I don't know what you call this. Anyway, this place where the spruce start, and it's just as gorgeous, only now it's all sunlit, so maybe even a little more visually pleasing than it was last time. Definitely a lot clearer. Beautiful. Yep, that's right. Just went from sweating 75 and sunny to snow and a little bit of ice, but it's all pretty hard packed at this point, not nearly as bad. Plus, there isn't like the freezing drizzle and the crazy, insane winds ripping through the tops of the trees like there was last time. Oh, man. Something to be said about being privileged enough to be in a place like this. This is just amazing. So amazing. Wow. So, I didn't notice so many toppled trees last time, but I'm thinking they had to have been here. They're just everywhere. Crazy windstorms and such, and I also can't help but wonder if any of these footprints I'm seeing in the snow are from mine and Jen's last trek, or if enough people have come through to to cover them. Doesn't look like there have been too many, but definitely a few people have come through. Congratulations! My feet are now wet. The congratulations was to me, not to you. You didn't win anything. I won wet feet. Yeah, I don't think that was avoidable. I was trying to be careful, and it was bound to happen. Sooner or later. The temperature dropped over 15 degrees suddenly. Like, it got chilly up here in this little icy corridor. I don't know if it's just all the, radiant cold from the ground. That doesn't make sense to me, but or when you just happen to hit a certain elevation, suddenly the temperature just drops. But yeah, man, it's like, this is barely over 60 now. I was sweating in the sunshine a few minutes ago. Crazy. Love this place. The variation is staggering. Pardon my concentrating. I only have one wet foot right now, actually. See if I can keep the other one dry. I doubt it. But we'll see. Whoop. Getting tricky. I should probably put down the camera. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I didn't get it at all. That sounded like Here Comes the Bride. Well, here we are. We are at the end of the line. Last time. The little cave where we sheltered from the storm before taking off. Heading back down on the last trek. I don't think I want to poke around up there very much. Nice big hole that looks like somebody might have crawled in there at one point. Pretty smoothed out, pretty big. Scary. Passed a group of teenagers earlier. Scared the bejesus out of me. I didn't expect to see people. Gotten so used to never seeing people. So I've been hiking all winter now, and it was shocking to suddenly stumble upon these large, clumsy, colorful mammals trekking through the woods toward me. But they seem nice and everything. They, I believe, probably parked up at the top, you know, the cheater way, and just hiking into camp. Looked like they had quite heavy loads, so I'm assuming sort of like get out in the woods and chill with your buds, which is cool. It's all good. Whatever makes you happy. Me, though, I should be well under an hour away from getting to the top of this mountain. The very tip top. The highest point on this mountain. The highest point in this state. The highest point in this county. Awesome. This is such a weird feeling, being blasted with sun. That's like warm, very, very wonderful feeling sun. Very bright. And walking through this, it's weird. Yeah, this stuff is, the scenery is just constantly too much to take in. I don't even know. Having trouble processing what's going on. Anyway, almost to the top. Well, my tripod just broke. 2 out of the 3 legs broke off of it. That's kind of sad. Now I have a much harder time putting it in nifty places to get cool shots, but I think I'm getting close. We're seeing more rocks. Plenty of rocks going on. We've got open blue sky and luckily bright sunny day still, and I'm just so excited. So excited. It's not the top yet, but oh my god, is it beautiful. I just can't get over that. It's amazing. Took a little side trail. Keep finding all these great spots where I might want to camp. Good to know that there are so many opportunities. Still snow and sunshine peeking through the trees. Sun's starting to get a little low in the sky. I keep thinking, like, I must be there. It can't be too much farther. Still trucking on. I mean, it's a gorgeous hike. It's amazing. My feet are soaked and cold again. Every time. But, whoo, that's slippery. But yeah, the trail just keeps going and going. And it's gorgeous. It's beautiful beyond description in places, but it's also very long. I did get a late start today, you see. I didn't start till about 11 something p.m. when I got to the trailhead, and so I've been booking it, trying to get up here and reach the top today. I'm gonna do it. Alright, continuing. Well, oh my god, this trail's very, very long. Way longer than I thought it would be. To tell you the truth. But look at this. Oh my god. I think I made it to the parking lot. So that's something. My choice of campsites keep getting closer and closer to the summit. I'm probably just gonna squeeze in somewhere right off the parking lot here. Maybe try to sleep on the platform. We'll see. But oh, glorious victory. Oh my god. Dun 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 da 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 da. Boom bum boom bum. Okay, boys and girls. I did the cheesy photo with the sign thing, and now I get to climb the tower. That's my reward. Oh yeah, stairs don't feel good at all right now. Not at all. Ooh, the knees ain't too happy with me. I did beat the shit out of them today. That's for sure. Time for sweeping panorama. Oh god. This was a few weeks in the making. Holy looks like I'm going to be potentially breaking the rules. I don't recall seeing anything that says you can't sleep at the top, so my home for the night will be right over here. I'm going to try to finagle a way to get the tarp up for a little bit of wind blocking and hunker down and watch the stars come out. It's beautiful. Well, there we have it. It's not the most complicated or most amazing of shelters, but the wind, there's like 0% chance of rain tonight. It's only going to be in the 50s. We're looking at 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts tops, and it's all coming from the west, supposedly. So what I'm thinking is that I should be fine. And actually, just sitting under there, it's very, very much warmer than it is outside. The only problem I foresee is that I don't really have a way to hook up all of the bits of the tarp, so it looks like there'll probably be some flopping throughout the night, but otherwise not bad. Now I'm just chilling, watching the sunset, waiting for the stars to come out, you know, those kinds of things. Might tie a couple more guy lines on this as well, see what I can get. Cool. It's a little after midnight, and I'm not really sure what 30-mile-per-hour wind feels like, but this is pretty crazy. What's going on in here? Gusts are like trying to tear me off the side of the mountain, or rather off the platform. Definitely adventurous sleeping. Adventure. I just need to get some more sleep though, without blowing away. Well, I doubt you see me very well. It's 5-something in the morning, and got all, some part of my tarp came loose. The wind, man. The wind. It's just brutal, the wind. Absolutely insane. This has definitely been one of the most adventurous sleepings that I've had. And, I'm gonna attempt to see if I can make some coffee out of my newly melted water here. Oh, see what we get. Yep, it's pretty crazy. I'm currently devising a plan that will allow me to get to my food bag so that I can make coffee. This is insane, man. It's like crazy. Look at that tarp. Well, we have fire. It's definitely not going to be the most efficient, but if I can get that water hot enough to be comforting while I drink my instant coffee, I will be pretty happy, and hopefully not be catching anything on fire while I'm at it. But, yep, there she be, and here's the food bag. We got that all ready to go. I reattached part of the tarp, so it's doing a little better, but it's still kind of crazy. Right now I got this sort of sitting pad up against the grate thing going here, so I can lean back all nice, and it's pretty good. Pretty good. Life is awesome. What you doing, buddy? So, making my way down the path. Beautiful morning. Got my spikes back on, as I figured that the extra degree of security and clinginess while going down through the snow would be good. What an amazing night. I mean, honestly, I didn't sleep much. It was pretty hectic, pretty crazy, and then about somewhere around midnight, some person, and I don't know if it was an ATV or like just a loud exhausted vehicle, diesel, I don't know, big loud thing came tearing up the road near the parking lot, and then suddenly stopped, and I'd say maybe half an hour, 45 minutes later, I hear it start up again, and then off it goes. Never saw any people or anything, but that was kind of weird. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful windy night. Epic experience. And this brings me to a point that I actually picked up from another person on the YouTube. Actually, the inspiration to start doing some of this stuff, and especially to go out more often and take these 2-day and sometimes 3-day trips. That a big part of that actually came from a fellow called Syntax77. You can check out his channel right here, and I think it's worth repeating that there's no need to be envious or come up with excuses. If you have any amount of time, you can find a way to do something amazing with it. This was a 2-day trip. I drove about 5 hours, a little less than 5 hours to get out here, and it was an unforgettable night, and a beautiful hike on top of it. So totally worth it. So what I would say is get out there any bit of time that you can and do some amazing things. Stop coming up with excuses, because it's all within your reach. Back to the trail. They left only silica gel packets and boots. What happened to the person who had these silica gel packets and boots? What horrible fate befell them? What terrible creature hung the boots on the tree to remind other passers-by that they may meet a similar fate? But no, really, why are there boots hanging from a tree and silica gel packs on the ground? I think I'll leave the boots. But I will pick these up, as usual, for trash. I mean, really? Look at this. Look at this bull. You assholes. Too easy or stupid. Oh, sorry. To wander in with stuff and then carry it all back out. Look. Trashing the place is not fun. It's not cool. It's not aesthetically pleasing. It's not good for the environment or for the pretty much unrestricted use that we have out here. I mean, you can do pretty much anything you want in this area. And one of the ways to keep it so liberal and open is to not trash it when you're out here. Okay, here we are. And I sort of call this sort of like the start of the spruce area for me, or like the official start where it gets really dense. This nice big sprawling campsite here. So I'm gonna go ahead and gonna take off my pack and strip down a couple layers because that sun's coming out, and boy, I'll tell you, it's getting warm. Definitely not needing this much layerage at this point. I'm about 4.3 miles in now. Beautiful hiking. Glad to see the sun making an appearance. I'm about to start heading down to lower elevation where it's going to get warmer. So So yeah, I decided to go ahead and try out the Lumberjack and High Meadow Trail. I'm gonna head straight out this way, a place I've never been, and then it will cut back down, I'm assuming through a meadow, and spit me back out toward the north end of, or right near where the Horton Trail intersects Seneca Creek, and as warm as it's getting, I don't think I'll really mind walking across the water. So, should be refreshing. And then, probably just take that all the way up and across to the other parking area, do some road walking, and go back. I don't know how many miles that's going to be. Even the maps I've seen have all been inaccurate, but, you know, it should be a pretty full day. It's only 9 a.m. I feel pretty good. Off we go. So I apparently have lost my my bag for my Sawyer Mini filter. My assumption is that at some point last night, while my backpack was being thrown all over the place in the crazy wind, that it found its way out. The wind took it, and it's just gone. Which sucks. I feel bad that that got away from me. Not only because I don't have it anymore, but also because now it's out there floating around somewhere. But I did find this nice little spring. Luckily, it has some decent pressure, so filling up my 1 liter smart water bottle here wasn't too bad, and got the filter right on there already, just drinking straight through it. Not a bad system, but I'll be getting another bag for gravity and feeding and squeezing and all of that stuff again. So it goes. So it all started with that weird little door. I noticed that there are prints coming up this trail. What is that? What is that? Oh, is that the plane crash? I think there was something about a plane crash. Let's find out. There's a pipe of some sort. We're gonna head down and see what we find. Wow. That's yay! I finally made it to the High Meadows Trail. That Lumberjack Trail, like this northern part, I guess it would be, is not scenic, really. I mean, it's kind of neat the way you look up and you can see all the spruces towering above and like this big dark blotch on top of the hill, but it's it was pretty just open. It was just a lot of like springs and runoff, big muddy patches and rocks down the hill, so not the most exciting of things, but now I'm kicking down the High Meadows Trail here. Take me back down to the bottom, and then I get to go back up to the top of the other ridge and back down to the bottom, and then to my car. Probably stop in here for a minute just to put my feet up and take a little bit of a rest. That's my plan anyway. This section of trail has been much better. This is the High Meadows Trail, which is kind of weird because I haven't seen any meadows. Oh wait, there's one over there. Coming up on a meadow, but it's been just straight descent, and areas of it are really technical, like big rocks and kind of slick underneath, so slide when you step on them and stuff. And it's nice and narrow. It's been a good trail. Pretty scenic as well. Kind of like the openness of the forest. Right now you can see the ridge out on the other side. It's looking good. Moving on down. Moving on down. Down. So this is the fun part, where I have that realization that I have to go up over that. That's where I'm headed, right over there, up over the top. Oh, I was saved by this cairn up there, because the trail definitely looks like it keeps going forward, and there are even like old painted on blazes on the tree. But there's a cairn right up there at the top of the trail, and I happened to notice it and look to the right to see if there was anything cool, and I see a blaze on a tree, and another cairn, and another blaze somewhere down here that I saw a minute ago. Yep, there it is. So as you can see, there's no real trail. I mean, nothing to speak of for a trail down here. But there was a blaze. I saw it. Oh, there it is. I'm not sure what was supposed to actually happen here, because I'm definitely not on any kind of trail, but that's alright. Getting to the blazes. To the blazes. Yeah, how was that supposed to happen? Suddenly, there must have been another turn that was not so well marked. I don't know. Anyway, here we are. Looks like I'm back on the trail, heading back down through another meadow. Awesome. I'm just chilling here for a minute, taking a nice little breather, put my feet up and relax. At least that's the plan. Beautiful. Well, there's Seneca Creek again. Cut down on the Horton Trail, and I'm just gonna follow it all the way across. And road walk, I think it'll be less than a mile on the road to get to where my car is, so it shouldn't be bad. Well, the sign said the Horton Trail keeps going this way, so I don't have to cross the water right there. And I get to go back past what I believe is Upper Seneca Falls. Aw, yeah. Oh, and I found the kids that I ran into last night. Luckily, they can't hear me talking to myself right now. There it is. That's a much gentler Seneca Creek than we had last time. So I'm going to just peel off my shoes and socks here and head on out across. I mean, I know that water's still freezing cold, but not nearly as bad. And instead of stepping out of the water into snow and ice, I'll be stepping out of the water into nice warm 70-some degree ground. So, not bad. Not bad at all. I will have you know that water is just as cold as last time, or colder. Really bad. So, I found this spot where I can kind of hop out of the water after intervals. Cause down there, man, the rocks are slippery and round, and it was too slow going, and it hurt like hell. So, I was like a step every 20 seconds. It was awful. Anyway, well, let's see if I can make it. Well, that'll get your heart pounding. Did it. So exhilarating, but it really sucks at the time. Now I just gotta wait for my feet to dry off a bit before I don shoes again. So I'll do a little section here barefoot, maybe. Not bad. Certainly is warm enough, and it's not gravelly or anything, so why not? That took me way too long. The irony of this is not lost on me. So that big ridge in the distance I said I had to go up and over, well, start in the up part, and as soon as I do, the sun comes out from behind the clouds. Whew. And I gave up on the barefoot hiking because gravel. It's the one thing I haven't managed to get past. Barefoot, it's gravel. I guess some people say they've managed, but I have not. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day. Up the trail we go. Man, that was a lot of up. I'm totally feeling it now. I will say though that the Horton Trail over here on the other side of the creek is one of the more scenic and intimate feeling. It's very nice. I love the thin single track. I like the sweeping views. Just came from down there after being up there. But yeah, this is pretty. There are a lot of greenbriers and stuff though, so I imagine that late spring, moving into summer, unless somebody comes through and maintains this, is probably quite the painful trek. Oh, more up. Oh yeah. I think I'm almost to the top though. Oh. Hey everybody. I've now made it to the Allegheny Mountain Trail intersection with the Horton Trail. And as far as I can tell, given this sign, 2.5 miles to the road. And then cut south a little bit on the road for probably less than a mile, and there should be sitting the old trusty Volvo. So onward we go, all down from here, which is kind of good for the breathing and exhaustion bit, but not so good for the knees. I shall live. See you in a minute. My feet are currently bone dry, mind you. I did it. How'd you like that? I don't think that counts as leaping, by the way. See, there's a strict no leaping policy, especially when I'm on my own. Because Jen, a trusty companion who's not with me this time, she feels that the majority of the time that I hurt myself, it's due to me leaping. Which might be true. It's probably true. Maybe definitely true. I don't know. Anyway, so I try to keep leaping at a minimum, but sometimes, like you saw that crazy torrent of water rushing through there, I simply had to leap over it, like, otherwise I would have been risking my life and limbs, and I happen to like my life and limbs. So I thought this was pretty cool. Over here on what would be the, I believe, north side of the mountain, it's all this hemlock with a few mixed hardwood and very mossy and green and full of ferns and stuff. And then directly on the other side of the creek, no hemlocks, all mixed hardwood, far less moss, almost no ferns. It's amazing how just the shape of the hill, the shape of the mountain, will dictate what grows, like which side, how much sun it gets, how much wind it gets. I was noticing this earlier as I was going through here, where I saw that the mountain laurel, or if it's the other thing that I can't remember the name of right now, only grew on one specific side of the mountain, it seemed. And then you have the hemlocks and things growing on another side. You have mixed hardwood on another. And I'm not sure about the hypothetical fourth side of the mountain. Maybe they only divide well into thirds. But yeah, it's really, really fascinating. I've never seen it so starkly portrayed, though. Desolate, green, desolate, green, desolate, green, green. Hey guys and gals, check it out. I think, fairly certain that what I see coming up there is a road. Oh yes, and all of these gorgeous trees up here, but road. So, that was a bit more than the 2.5 miles, they said. That's alright. It was scenic, at least. Just, I have a long drive home. I'm looking forward to getting back before it's too late, you know. Alright. Here we are. The same kind of sign that they have for everything else, and this time we ended up right there at the Horton Trail. Now I just have to walk down here, and there sits my Volvo. Woo! It's been a good time. It was an amazing trip. I got to do stupid stuff. I got to do fun stuff. I got to be miserable. I got to be comfortable. It was all over the place. Oh yeah, speaking of all over the place, this is bull, man. Bottles. Everywhere. Cans. I mean, I understand coming to the woods, get drunk with your buddies. That's cool. It's fun to sit around a campfire and get wasted. And be stupid and laugh. All of that stuff. It's great. But throwing your damn bottles all over the place, that just ain't cool. I've already covered this, so I'll try to end my rant before I get into it too much again. Not cool. I do believe, see me the vintagey blue tint of me Volvo. Almost back. Road walk was a bit longer than I thought, but it was pretty pleasant. I mean, it's all this hard-packed dirt with a little bit of gravel. Nice river view off to the side, and pretty plants and hills and rocks and moss and all the usual stuff over to the other, so not bad. All the people who drove past waved and seemed friendly enough. Nobody honked at me or anything. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a great trip. Alright, guys and dolls and Matchbox toys and whoever else is out there listening, I have made it back to my car. See, look, there's my car, all of her glory. Now, first things first, I'm going to remove this here pack. Yeah, do you like that view? Oh, there she be. Here we are. Let's take a look at the totals for today. Oh, my little gizmo here. Right. As you can see, we're looking at an average speed of 2.1, total distance of 13.1 miles, total ascent of 2,316 miles. There's my max speed there. Current elevation. There it is, 6 hours, 15 minutes today. Not shabby. Not super fast, but not bad at all. Made it back to the car in plenty of time to get rolling and get out. So, I'm gonna go home and eat me a nice big dinner, drink a beer. That's the plan. Oh, hey, yeah, you're still here, aren't you? Well, thanks a lot for hanging in there, for making it to the end. I hope you enjoyed this trip as much as I did. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe. You can go ahead and do that right over here or wherever it ends up being. Tell your friends about it. Stay tuned for gear reviews, some more adventures coming up. Like I said, every week, 2 weeks, max 3 weeks. Every 2 weeks at least, new video coming out, so hope to see you out there. Thanks for coming along. Cheers. Would you look at that? Do you see that? Do you see what I see? Sitting right there, chilling out in the back seat of my car.